everybody. I'm Rebecca from Thieving Otter Farm,
And I'm Leah with Southern Biophiliac Urban Farm.
and we are two chicks Caturnix bringing you the scoop
Not the poop.
on Caturnix quail. So, one thing that we see all the time, both in groups and in messages and in emails and, posted on our Facebook business pages is, can you tell me what my bird is?
Yeah. They want a color ID or a pattern ID.
Yeah. And we love it because we love genetics and we love colors and we love helping people. So we're happy to do these IDs, but we thought that we could help you help us.
Yes.
So there's a lot of okay, first of all, it's important to note that doing IDs based on a picture is an educated guess. Okay.
Yes, it's never 100% correct.
Yeah. We're trying to look at the plumage color and pattern and make a guess as to what genes are involved. And of course, there could be recessive genes that we don't know about. Some genes kind of cover up other genes, so there might be stuff hidden that we don't know about. So we're making a guess. And we're making a guess based on the pictures you provide.
And a lot of those guesses can vary on the factors of how great the quality of the photos are.
Exactly. So that's what we wanted to talk about today is how you can help us help you. If you want us to ID a bird or, post in a group and want anybody to ID your bird, we have to be able to see your bird.
And see them well.
And see them well in good lighting and know which bird you're talking about.
Yeah. And sometimes this can be difficult.
Okay. So Leah, I think you said this is one of your favorite ones.
Yes. Actually, this is a molting bird.
Yeah.
So anybody who's watching can see that this bird has very messy and very few feathers.
Yeah. So since we're basing our ID off the color and pattern of the feathers, it probably helps to have feathers on the bird.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just maybe. So, there's a couple of things that we can see on this bird. We can kind of get an idea of color, but honestly, I'd be struggling to be able to tell anybody what this bird is.
Yeah, it would be a struggle for me too. I could make a guess on the face, but beyond that, that's about it.
Right. Okay. So along with that, oh, wow. Okay. It keeps showing it. I'm clicking on a picture and it is pulling up not the picture I'm clicking on. So this is just going to be like a random picture time. We're just going to, anyway. So for those of you who are listening to the podcast, the picture that came up is a picture of an aviary with lots of birds in it.
Lots
of birds. And what we always get is, can you tell me what the third bird in the back, whatever, like, no.
The one in the back corner behind the whitish looking one next to the dark one. Yeah.
Like, no, I can't tell anything from this picture. I can't hardly even, like, I could go, yep, those look like birds. We need to have a closer look. Okay. So don't take a picture of a bird in the back of your aviary or in the back of your cage. We need to have close pictures. Okay.
Or with multiple birds.
Correct. So, this is the picture that I wanted to add a second ago. This is so random. Okay.
We like things random. It's fun that way.
This is awesome. Okay, so this goes back to the picture with the molting bird. This isn't a molting bird, but this is a bird that's been in a breeder pen, and its feathers are super ruffled.
Which is common after birds have been in a breeder pen for quite some time.
Yeah, totally. I'm not going to judge anybody if they post a picture of a bird like this. This is what happens. But it's really hard for me to tell what this bird is based on this picture because I can't really see the feathers well.
Not at all.
Yeah. Yeah. So I could tell you, yep, those look like feathers and it looks like a bird, but I don't even know what part of the bird I'm looking at.
No, I can't even tell from this photograph what part it is.
It's kind of a fluff ball. So
It looks like a feather duster to me.
yeah,
That's
totally.
my ID on it today.
Yeah. So if you post this picture and ask me for an ID, there's a really good chance I'm going to give you some side eye. So
yeah.
Okay, let's try the
what
next
random
one.
is next?
Yeah, what random is next? Okay, not what I clicked on, but cool. Yep. So Leah, can you tell me what color that bird right there is?
That's just a mosh pit.
But what about that one?
I know there's some dark ones, some light ones. That's about all I can say.
Yeah, for those of you who are listening in and can't see the picture, this is a mosh pit of birds. There are probably about 40 birds in this picture.
I would say easily 40 birds.
Yeah, and so this is something that we see frequently is somebody will say, "Can you tell me what this bird is?" And we're like, "Which one?" Or they go, "Can you?"
They want the entire picture ID.
I want to know what all of these birds are. And you know what? Just about every bird in this picture is different. And so even if I were to sit here and take the time to list off everything I see, it's not going to give the poster much information because they're not going to know which bird is which.
Yeah, we would need like a detailed PowerPoint presentation to pull something like that off.
Yeah. So the moral of the story here is if you want us to ID your cubby, post individual pictures of birds.
Yes. Makes everybody's life easier.
Exactly. And we're going to show like what we do want. We're posting a whole bunch of what we don't want, but we will show you what we do want. Okay. Next random picture.
Oh, this is one of my favorites.
Leah, what color is this bird?
It's a red light covered bird.
Okay, for those of you listening, this is a bird under a heat lamp. And so it is red.
And that's all you can see.
That's all we can see. We can't, I mean, like I can barely make out a little bit of the pattern, but probably not enough to be, super reliable on an ID. So yeah, make sure if you're asking for an ID that you're posting pictures of birds with good lighting and definitely not under a heat lamp.
Yeah, under no colored lamps at all.
Correct. All right, let's try another one. This is also to do with lighting.
Yes, please don't send us pictures of sun blasting in our eyes.
So we have a lovely silhouette of a bird, and somebody's holding it up, and basically the sun is behind the bird. So we can kind of tell that it's a bird, and it's not even a good angle of the bird. It's hard to even tell, it's kind of a side breast view-ish thing, which isn't really good for IDing a bird. You kind of want to see more of it than that. But yeah, it's the sun is blaring in our eyeballs, and it is hard to tell exactly what color this bird is. All right, next random photo. Oh, this is a good one. We get this all the time.
Is this one they're wanting to know what the entire bird is?
I was referring more to the blurriness of this photo.
Got it.
Yeah, my photography teacher in college would have called this taking a photo of something with a potato. Like a potato could be a better picture than this. Yeah, if you're gonna submit a picture for a photo ID, it's helpful if the photo is in focus. That you know might
Yes,
help
with no
with it.
smears on the lenses and all that jazz.
Yep, yep. Clean your lens. All right, let's see. Here's a good one. So this picture is of a hand holding a bird, and I could ID the hand, but there's not a whole lot of the bird showing.
Yeah, the hand is completely covering up the pattern of the bird.
Yeah, so if you would like us to ID your bird, we need to actually see the bird.
Yeah, that would be
So
beneficial.
yeah, if we need to see the back of the bird. So this person is attempting to show us the back of the bird. They're just not. They're showing just like parts.
Yes.
So, not enough. Not enough. Um, so yeah, we need to see the whole back, not your hand. Okay.
Next random.
Next random. Oh, photo doesn't want. Okay, we're gonna try a different one. Oh, let's see. We already did that one. Let's try this one. Yay! Another mosh pit.
Yes, with a heat lamp on it.
With a heat lamp, mosh pit heat lamp. And again, if you want us to ID your chicks, chick ID is even harder than adult ID.
It really is.
So there's so many different variations, and it is a total guessing game.
And some chicks change colors.
Yep. So we really need to be able to see the chick well, and not with a red light.
No.
And just a single chick at a time.
And close up.
Yes. And the back. That's the other thing. We need to see the back of the chick. Showing us the side or the belly isn't really helpful.
Not at all.
When it comes to chick ID. All right, let's see about this one. Okay, so
photo bomb.
I put this picture in to remind you that we need to see important parts of the bird. It's hard to ID a bird based on a blurry face picture.
Yes, we need to see clear front, clear back. Even though this guy's cute.
Yeah. It's this is like all the things. It's I see enough of the bird to ID it. It's blurry. Yeah, all the things. So let's take a quick break, and then we'll talk about what we do want. Thieving Otter Farm. We breed for temperament and health, and take pride in happy birds, with the goal that each generation is better than the last, so that you can be just as proud of our birds as we are.
Southern Biophiliac Urban Farm. Life and love connect. Where careful and thoughtful selection is maintained to bring you quality birds that are vibrant, good-natured, and productive. We continuously strive to move the industry forward through research and education, ensuring that we bring you birds that will provide you with years full of healthy food, fun experiences, and the freedom that self-sufficiency brings.
Okay, so we talked a lot about what we don't want to see.
Yes, there's a lot we don't want to see.
There's a lot. I'm sure we missed some things, but it's probably good for us to talk about what we do want.
100%, definitely.
So, first of all, a lot of times in groups, people are wanting to know if their birds are male or female.
And that can be difficult in itself.
Yep. So, Leah, what do you want to see Like what kind of picture do you want to see to be able to sex a bird?
So to be helpful with sexing, I need a full chest shot and a head photo.
So this here is a good example that Leah provided. We can actually see both things in here. We can see the breast and the head. The head markings are huge. That they're super, super helpful for us. So this is a good picture for us to be able to tell a male from a female.
Yes, because there's a lot of patterns that are out there that you are only going to be able to tell by the head, not even the chest.
Exactly. And here's another one where we can see both the side of the head and the breast. And you don't have to get it all in one picture. Like you can take separate pictures of the side of the head and the breast. Like this is a good picture of the side of the head, and you can do a separate picture of the breast if the bird isn't cooperating with turning its head so nicely to give you a good picture.
And most of them don't want to cooperate.
Cooperate and quail. No, that doesn't
You
go
take
well.
50 shots to get one good one.
Yes. So the other thing that's super helpful, like if we're doing an ID on color or pattern, it's really helpful for us to get a picture of the back.
Yes, the back photo is huge.
Yeah, that's where we're going to see most of the pattern that we're going to be looking for. So here's a couple good examples of back photos. And then here's one with a wing spread. All of these are helpful for us to be able to fully see the color and pattern to be able to make an ID.
And what you're going to notice with most of these photos too is that we're using natural light, which plays a big role in identifying proper color.
Absolutely. And so let's also talk about what kind of natural light, because we did kind of do some side eye to the staring at the face of the sun natural light earlier.
Even though I love a good sunrise and sunset, but yeah.
Yeah, during sunrise and sunset, the angle of the light, especially if there's any kind of color to the sunrise or sunset, it's going to change the color of the bird. So you definitely, while you want natural light, it's good to do it in kind of bright shade. If you do like glaring midday light, it might be kind of hard to see, or, anything where there's, any tints to the light based on sunrise or sunset. And then we have a chick pick. So,
yep. And this one's showing the back clearly so you can see the markings.
Absolutely. It's close up, one chick, and there's no red light.
Yes.
No heat lamp. So
no disco party here.
No disco party. And showing the side of the chick is helpful sometimes. I know that, like with EB, Rosetta and Tibetan, it's helpful to be able to see their feet, because their legs and feet are often dark.
Yes.
And so I'm not saying that you can't provide other photos, but a back photo is essential.
Definitely.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. And as a special thank you for tuning in, we'd like to offer you a discount code for our stores.
That's ID 10 for 10% off both of our stores.
Awesome. So thank you all for joining us. And
make sure to like and subscribe.
I forgot to do our special thanks.
Yes.
So we've had all kinds of technical difficulties here. Okay, so special thanks to Josh Kaler, who provided our theme music. So you can find Josh at joshkaler.com. And Ariel Parker for providing some of our graphics and logo design. And you can find Ariel at Savage Daughter Farm.
Awesome.
Yes. So thank you all for watching.
You guys have a great night.
Bye.